Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Lost on the Way. And my Zoom is not working, so I'm going to have to check that. Maybe I don't have the Logical Geek Boy Zoom in there. I don't know if we're ever going to come back to this world. I don't know how far we're going to get on this world. The whole Lost on the Way series was something I started a year or two ago as a kind of a vlog and kind of telling you guys where I am. I've kind of replaced that now with some Discord journal. But I thought I'd come back to it. I'm trying to figure out what exactly I want to do here in Minecraft. And what I've done here is I have a world called DB's World. You might have seen glimpses of it in older videos. It's one where I have a little house out on the water. It's not the one on the Large Biomes Live where I was making it. I have a completed little house on the water village, and I had two different areas that I had developed for that world. This is the same seed, but in 119.2. So I'm calling this DB's World 119.2. So let's go ahead and punch a tree or two, get our first few items here, and then I'll talk at you a little bit. We need to get our wool and get our bed and do all the usual survival stuff. I have allowed cheats on here, but I'm not going to use them. I don't intend to use them. I just have them there if I ever want them. And of course, I have survival mode. I'm not doing creative in this one. So I have another world for that that's all about doing creative mode. What I want to do is I want to kind of tell you guys a little bit about my dilemma, about where I am, what I'm going through. I want to have you guys get an understanding of what I am intending to do with this channel. I need to fill you guys in on a lot of stuff because I haven't been very communicative. There's been a little bit of information, of course, at my Discord, but not everybody on YouTube that might be part of my YouTube channel would go to Discord, so they may not be aware of that information. So I don't think I want to keep any of. I should have just done a shift click, but I don't think I want to keep any of this. I was watching a new guy, Carlotto, Car something. My brain is not functioning right now. And I shouldn't say that. I'm being negative about myself, and I need to stop being so negative. But whatever his name is, he is kind of an Italian accented guy, and I hope I'm not offending him by saying he has an Italian accent, because he may not be Italian, but he's a really interesting player, and he says all you need at first is your pick and that's it. And I would add to that yeah, you don't want to get a sword right off the bat. I need to get an axe. I would add to that you'll want an axe at the start. Because if you got to break this block here, when you put it down, you want to take it with you. Having an axe just makes it faster. You want to get through like getting all these trees cut down. You know, you don't want to be sitting here doing this with a pick, because if you do that, it's going to take a lot longer than you would get with the axe. The axe will help you get through things a lot quicker. So I would add to that. But it was cool to watch a video from somebody who thought very similarly to me, that he didn't like birch forest, and he didn't think you needed to have all the full set of tools when you started, and I agree with both of that. This is what I would start with every time, whatever world I'm on. Boat, if it's 119, I want a boat and a chest, because that gives me extra storage when I'm in the boat. I don't know if the storage stays in the boat when you leave the boat. I know you lose it if you break the boat. So you can't carry the boat with you. It's not good for porting or whatever they call it. But that axe and pick, and that's what I think you should have. So we need right off the bat here, we need to have some white sheep. I've got one up here who's trying to run away from me. We're going to go ahead and do a little sheep killing because we want our bed before it gets dark. And that gives us a little bit of meat too. And we just need one more and we're all set. And then I'm going to tell you guys kind of what's going on. And let's grab a little more meat here. Oh, poo. Did that all wrong. Okay. And that's another reason you want an axe, because here at the start, when you have an axe, you can more easily kill your critters. It's harder to kill a critter with a pick than it is with a axe. It's even easier with the sword, but you can really do some serious damage with an axe. I want to go back to where we started, and I want to do a screenshot of the coordinates. I don't want to try collecting any things. I just need this last sheep. I hope I went the right way and I'll find one. It's the right biome for a sheep. I need this last sheep so that I can get my bed made and skip the night. I'm having some kind of lag. I think Essential Mod is lagging me out a bit. And I might disable Essential Mod while I'm doing this kind of stuff because I don't need the lag. I just don't need it. I think the sun's going down and we're going to have failed to have provided myself a bed to sleep in before the sun comes down. I was hoping to have had that done, but it just didn't work out. And I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing a lot of white trees. So our secondary plan will be to get out on the water and to kind of boat around a bit. We started somewhere around here. So let's F3 and F2. I can't zoom, but I bet you there are sheep over there. But there should be another white sheep around here somewhere. This should not be an issue. There should be lots of white sheep in this area. I see that coal. I didn't miss it. I'm focused on sheep right now. If I can get to that coal, I will most definitely grab it later. But I gotta get a sheep. It's gonna be important to have that. Looks like we've got a zombie burning up over there. It opens up over this direction. That's kind of nice. Some weird terrain out here. I like that. It's a totally different. There's a lob or something up there. Totally different landscape than my previous DB's World that was for 118. One of the things that I'm kind of considering, got that one right, is a trying to create a world where I just develop it over time. I think that there's something to be said for doing that. So that's another idea of mine too. I don't know when 120 is going to get released, but if 120 doesn't change oh good, we've got some sheep, sheep. Wow, I can't even talk today. We got some wolves. What is this? Is that sand? I've never seen, or is that more sheep just sitting over here? What in the heck is this? Sand. Odd. All right, I'm going to climb up on this hill. We're going to skip the night and then we'll start talking and I'm going to figure out where I want to go next. Not 100% sure yet. I feel like I can continue with this world. I don't feel detached from it like my other one. So I'll just continue with this one for now. I will get that zoom fixed. I will look and see if I have the Logical Geek Boy mod still on. I believe I do. All right, I'm going to dump up a block here. I'm going to put my block right like that so if anything comes out at me, I have a little protection. Let's check our controls. I should have a Logical Geek Boy mod for zooming. Yeah, I lost my zoom somehow. That is really strange. I've lost my zoom controls. I'm not quite sure how that happened. In any case, now we can zoom and look a little bit. So up here we got lava, we got more sheepeth. Got a big old hill over here. There was some coal over that way. Yes, there was indeed. I did say I'd go get it. That would give me a couple of torches. Hello, Mr. or Mrs. Sheep. All right, so let's talk about the dilemma. Let me get somewhere where I know I can look around and be safe. I don't want to get blown off a cliff or somewhere while I'm talking at you because a creeper decided that was a good time to show up. All right, I don't see anything around here that might blow up on me. So the dilemma is, I mean, to put it simply, I don't know what I want to do in Minecraft, but it's more complex than that. I am trying to come up with some ideas. Like maybe I could do a survival series where I just focus on building farms. That's one idea I have. I see some iron. Another idea I have is that maybe I could focus on working on my weak spots. I'm very weak in my combat and not very good at progression, getting the game progressed and beating it. Like I've never done the Elytra and the Ender Dragon in my own single player worlds. I could take the advice of the same guy that I was mentioning earlier and do things in phases. So that's one idea I could do. Another thing I could do is, as I said, I could take a world and I could develop it over years and years and years. I mean, if 120 and all the various iterations of 120 Minecraft don't change the terrain generation, then I can just keep the same world and I don't have to worry about losing it or changing it. I can just develop this world and just, go through and make a bunch of stuff and develop the world, make all the farms, make all the stuff, do the progression on the game. One of the things I want to do is learn how to make statues and beautify stuff and make plants and, trees and organic things. I was thinking even I could do a series called Beautiful Minecraft where I could just try and do everything really beautifully, but I'm not beauty isn't my strong suit when it comes to building. I don't think what I make is ugly, but it ain't nothing that's beautiful. Another thing I could do is I could create, wow, this is kind of scary. I could create a Zen Minecraft series. I'm a spiritual person, spiritual, not religious. And I could perhaps share a few spiritual things with people and create a whole series around that, but I don't know if I'm Zen enough. One of the problems that I have right now, let's go ahead and make our first iron pick. And eventually we're going to, stone pick, excuse me. Eventually we're going to want to do something different, but we don't need to do that with the axe yet. We're good here. Okay. I'll talk about another reason why I don't think the Zen thing would work in a second here, but let me do some more of this. Okay. The heck? Very odd looking little area here. I wonder how I get out of here. Didn't think twice about that, did I? We're trapped. We're never going to get out of here. I got extra dirt. I'm not worried about it. A really strange area for sure. So one of the reasons why I can't do like another reason why I can't really do a Zen type of a thing is, you know, I'm no Zen master, and I need to be how do I put it? I need to be authentic, and I can't do it if I can't authentically be that. I think I'm more Zen than some people are, but I've been having a lot of agitation and irritation and stress when playing video games, and I think I know one of the reasons where this is stemming from. But anyway, I think that cancels out any sort of a Zen kind of a thing that I could do. So that's just kind of where I'm sitting right now. And then I've got these worlds that we've started. I got the large biomes world. That's a beautiful world, has a spawner. And I don't want to go back to it. I don't want to do anything on it right now. I'm just totally not interested. I can't get myself interested in that at all. I couldn't get interested in the old DB's world. Couldn't find any interest or desire to do anything there. So that kind of failed. I have a Lost on the Way world that was specifically created recently for this kind of video for Lost on the Way, and it starts me in a desert. There's a jungle not far, and for whatever reason, I just hate it and I don't want to do anything with it. I don't have any justification for my feelings or my thoughts on any of this stuff. This is just what I'm going through right now. I don't see anything interesting over here, folks. So one of the things that I am contemplating is, do I even want to continue making Minecraft videos? Am I done with Minecraft? This is a question I'm asking myself, and I want to be honest with myself about it. I don't want to quit unless I'm all on the same page and I'm 100% sure that I'm done. But honestly, I don't really have any love or enjoyment of the game right now at the moment. I've lost that. I don't have that anymore at the moment. I hope it'll come back. I'm sure it will. I'm wondering if I took a break like Mumbo. Although I'm not popular or anything at all good like he is, but if I took a break until, let's say, till next year, till January or something, and just did the occasional stream whenever I felt like it, or playing a little bit of a other game or something whenever I felt like it. If I just did that, I wonder if I would have a love for Minecraft if I came back to it. I did leave Fortnite for a while. Stopped playing Fortnite, tried to get back into it, and I can't get myself into that game right now. So sometimes it doesn't work that way. Other times, though, it does help to get a little distance. You gain a little perspective, and you can kind of, maybe I'm burnt out. Maybe it's as simple as that, but I don't think it's quite as simple as being burnt out, honestly. I really don't think that's the case. The other side to this, of course, it needs to be mentioned, is that I'm going through a lot of physical stuff right now. I'm in a lot of physical pain, chronic pain. My knees are really killing me right now, even as I'm sitting here trying to record this. My back has been hurting. My thigh hurts. I have a special heat rub type stuff that I put on, and I've been taking a lot of kratom for the pain. That's sand going out to a beach? Nothing really interesting over here either. I'm just going to kind of look around a little more. But that doesn't address, pain is just a symptom. It is not the cause. You're not in pain because of some cause of, pain isn't the cause. It's always a symptom of something you're doing wrong in your body. It's your body letting you know, hey, you're doing something bad to yourself here, and I'm going to give you an owie. You're going to be in pain because you're doing this not good for yourself. And I know what it is. I know it's this work that I've been doing, helping my dad out. I know that's a big part of it. I'm going to put up another block just to make sure I'm safe. I don't know where I'm going to go, and I don't know how to get rid of these. If anybody knows, I've got BSL Shaders on. If anybody knows the option, either in the Minecraft game or in the BSL Shaders, that puts lines like this grid that I'm seeing on the sand here. I don't know if it comes off in the video very well. I'd like to be able to get rid of that. I don't want to have that. If you have any ideas, let me know. I'll look into that later. That's another whole aspect to this I got to deal with is I don't have a lot of desire or patience to address like a lot of issues. Let me get in the boat here and I'll talk at you some more. I got a little chunk of iron. That's cool for me. So I'm a problem solver by nature, and I actually derive a little bit of joy out of solving problems, especially when you can solve the problem and it's fixed and you don't have to solve it again. Not so much fun when you can't fix the problem, but you know, I really love to problem solve. So that's something that I can normally do without any kind of an issue. I'd normally welcome the challenge of some problem or other that needs to be solved. But I can't handle that right now. Like if my recording software didn't work or if my computer had some kind of technical issue, I mean, a case in point, this essential mod giving me this lag that I don't want to deal with. I don't really have the patience or ability to handle it right now. I'd just give up. I'd quit. I wouldn't even try. That's just where I am right now. That's my mindset. That's my mentality. I can't change how I feel. That's just, I mean, I can change how I feel. That's not a totally correct statement. Feelings are chosen. They are responses, but all responses like that are chosen. But I don't want to choose a different response. I'm just giving in to the pain and saying, you know what, I don't want to mess with this. I'm not handling it in a very spiritually, advanced way, I guess you could say. Part of that comes from the pain I'm dealing with. Part of that comes from just frustration with life in general. One of the things that I have figured out about myself is that I am ignoring. Boy, that really looks like I'm kind of jammed up here in the boat, doesn't it? I'm ignoring. There's a compulsion or a drive to explore, to travel. I watched Grian do a little commercial for Audible today in one of his videos. And normally I don't like, Grian doing commercial type stuff. I mean, I can't imagine him doing very badly with all the millions of subscribers he has. But I didn't get upset at this video because it was so cool. He unrolled this map and he put it on the wall and he pulled out a dart and he just tossed the dart on the map and he had a road trip. And he went to that place that the dart landed on the map. It was the Cotswolds. I have no idea what or where the Cotswolds are, but he went there and he just had a fun time doing that road trip, listening to an Audible book. And I would love to do something very similar myself. Even listening to an audiobook, if not outright having some music to listen to. I would love that. I would love to be able to do that, but I'm ignoring this desire that I have to explore, this compelling, this compulsion, this whatever you want to call it, to explore. I'm ignoring it because I don't have the money, I don't have the funds, I don't have any of the stuff that I would need to travel and go anywhere. That's why I'm ignoring it, because it's just not something I can do right now. But because I'm ignoring it, that's part of where the issue is. Because I'm just sitting at home and I'm not doing anything with my life. I'm not going anywhere, accomplishing anything. Because of that, I am now experiencing this. I guess you could say anger or frustration, but this is part of the root, I think, of where this whole. I wonder if you can mine that with stone or if you have to do that with iron. But I think that's where this whole agitation and stress is coming from. When you are in denial, you are denying what it is you're compelled or driven to do. When you say no and you don't listen to that voice in your head, when you just keep doing the same thing and stay in your rut and you don't go out and listen to that calling, you don't follow it, that festers in you. And that's where some of your stress and agitation and all that comes from. It would be basically the equivalent of Grianne not traveling anymore, selling his car, locking himself in his house or apartment or wherever he lives, and just doing Minecraft videos. Eventually, he'd just have collapse. He just wouldn't be able to keep doing it. That's why Mumble had to get out and travel, I think, if I'm guessing correctly, because you have to listen to that calling. You have to get out. You have to get away sometimes, and you have to do something that's calling to your spirit. And I'm not doing that, and that's where part of my problems are coming from. I'm not doing it because I don't want to do it. I'm not doing it because I'm choosing not to do it, although I am choosing not to do it, but it's more of a choice that's being made that I don't really have any say in, because you can't go and travel if you don't have a car. You can't go and travel if you don't have money to pay for insurance. I don't have the funds, I don't have the finances, I don't have an income. And that's probably also causing me some internal problems and frustrations. I wouldn't be surprised. I think a lot of guys get restless if they're not out working or doing something. I think a lot of us are raised to believe that we're supposed to be out doing something, being active. And when we're not doing something, it kind of grates us and messes us up, I guess. I don't know how to put it any better, but anyway. If I had the funds, I would definitely consider some travel. It would definitely be worth doing. I have not found any place that I want to live yet in this world. And I'm not even sure if I'm going to keep going around this world or what I'm going to do yet. I don't know. But I need to tell you guys kind of my plans, both the plans that I might do and the plans that well, just basically kind of outlined. I said a little bit about it already, but I need to be clear with you guys what to expect over the coming months from me, okay? But we're getting the sun coming down here, so I'm gonna go look at this waterway real quick. See what's through here. I'm looking for a village. I'll sleep the night, and then we'll wrap up this conversation that I'm having. I don't even know if I'll release this video. If I do release it, be sure to let me know in the comments what you thought. If this is something that you want to see more of or not. I need a little feedback. I need to know what people are looking for, what they want, specifically what they might want out of me. I need to know what that would be. I need to know what people are looking for, and I need to decide what I want to make based off of that information, basically. Oh, I think I see something. I think we found a village, folks, and we found some pumpkins. Let's go up and visit with our little local village here. And once the sun gets down and we go to sleep, we will get up and we will wrap up this video, and I'll kind of let you guys, I'll kind of prepare you. I want you to be forewarned, forearmed, prepared for some major changes that may or may not be coming in the next few months. Kind of give you my ideas, things that I'm running around in my head right now. This is very fascinating little area here. We got a little lava here. I think I should probably grab these. I think it's safe enough to grab these before we go up to the village. As long as I can get out of this water, we'll be okay. Okay, so let's find a place and throw down my bed. Seems as good a place as any. I hope this video comes out. I'd really hate to trash it. I don't like that I gave out a little bit of personal information, but I'm not terribly worried. I mean, not giving anybody my address, so. And what's the worst somebody could do? Come and kill me? I mean, that's not really going to hurt anything on me, so. No baddies in there. Might be some baddies over here, though. Let's make some torches. I can get the rest of this coal, provided I saw that. You guys see him? Just a faint little glimpse in the dark. Where did he go? He didn't come down here to say hi. All right, I'm not going any further in that cave. All right. Come on out here into the light. Monster Hunter. Just about killed me, but I won. Definitely combat is a weak spot. Let me know if you guys spot any iron anywhere over there. Alright, so I need to find a place. This looks like a normal village. good. That's a big house for a village. Let's get an impression what we've got here. I need to create some stoves and process a few things. I don't want to be within bounds of the village where I set up my little camp for now. So let's get a little ways away, and then I got some more talking at you to do and fill you in. And then I don't know if we're going to keep going in this world or not. I haven't decided. I hear no villager voices anywhere. This is some pretty messed up terrain out here, I gotta say. Is this far enough away from the village that they're not going to get in trouble if I came in with a bad disease? Or should I? I should probably go further down. Let's go down here by the water. You know, when you get the, when you hit the raider guys. Well, I got a couple of choices. I can put a house right here. I got this nice little round spot across the water, and then I could see the village. I have a hill over here. Got some hills over there. Let's go check out the view over here before we just need a place to plop our stuff down in a chest. We got a chest, so put all our stuff in it, and then we can go hunting for some more iron and coal. And then figure out how we want to build our house. I want to do a little bit different than I normally do when I build. I want to try to build things a little more pretty, not just basic. I don't want to get too big. I want a small survival house, but I want something pretty. I don't want something ugly. Now, this terrain, I could tear this terrain up and I wouldn't feel bad because it's already pretty messed up. Like if I cleared the top of this off right here, that's my view all the way around here. And I've got this nice water area for fishing. I could have a nice deck. Let's go ahead and plop my stuff over here where I'm standing. I got to clear out my ear. I got something in my ear. It's itching. And then I'm going to talk to you guys a little more. And I hope I covered everything I wanted to say. I don't know that I did, but I'm hoping I did. We need to put a bunch of stuff down and put some stuff in a chest so that way if we die, we don't lose anything. So we'll put down my bed. We'll put down this crafting table right here. We'll put down a chest right here. In the crafting table, we will create a stove. I always think you want one stove, if not two, right off the bat. In fact, I want to create two. Because why not? I'll have one cooking food, and I'll have the other, because I need to get my health up, I'll have the other one cooking this iron and then the other ore. And in here we got some arrows. We'll keep my backup pick for some grunt work later. Sugar cane for later. Dirt will keep on me. We'll keep the wood up here. And this coal needs to be put somewhere. Okay. Let's get some more torches. How much? Okay, we need more coal in here. Can't do more torches yet. Okay. All right, let's get some more food cooked, and we're all set on food. I got the beginning part of the game down pat, I think. I think I've got it down almost to a system here. But I have to work some more on the rest of my game with this game. Actually, let's create my first piece of iron. We're going to create an iron shovel and dig off the top of this hill while we talk at you. How's that sound? May not be the best use of it, but I don't care. We'll create another table later and keep it on us. I've learned to always have a table on me. So let's get to the top of this blasted hill here. If I can find the best way over and down to it. We'll just clear off the top and try to figure out how we want to put my layout. I want to have a level, flat layout on this messed up terrain, but I love the view here. And we need to go look at the village before we wrap up the video. So here is the plans for the future of my YouTube channel here and for what you're going to see at Rumble and basically everything, kind of what I have planned out and kind of what I'm thinking about doing, so you have the whole picture, okay? So at least to the end of the year, I am considering quitting Minecraft and not doing content on any sort of a scheduled basis. I may not do any content at all. I'm toying with that idea. I may do just content whenever I feel like it. More than likely, what I'll be doing is I'll just be playing a few different games and doing the occasional live stream if I don't do a regular offline episode. I'll probably try to stick with YouTube because even though Twitter has better rewards if you're a Twitter user, I only have two real, actually, yeah, I only have two real dedicated viewers, watchers of my content, and one of them can't use Twitch. So, and Twitch messed things up when they took away the 14-day storing content. That messed me up with Spirit of the North. I couldn't share my other streams because I didn't have them. It's just about time to run over here and go to bed. Excuse that brief interruption there. But that was the plan. I was going to stick those live streams and all the other Twitch content over on Rumble. Once it had expired and been done with on Twitch, I wanted it to be hosted over on Rumble. So that's kind of the plan right now for the Twitch content. I don't know what I'm going to continue to do, if anything, on Twitch. I don't know right now. All right, as soon as the stars come out, we're going to snooze in this bed and get back on our hill and do some more talking at you. I am really tired. Sunset. So that's the plans for Rumble initially, and eventually I'd like to move all of my YouTube stuff over to Rumble. But I've been hearing about some changes that YouTube is doing that might make me reconsider and stick with YouTube. I don't know yet for sure. So there'll be more on that as I learn more. But that's kind of what I'm toying with at the moment. And then I would return, if I quit Minecraft, I would return to it or try to return to it after Christmas or maybe just before Christmas. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'd love to see those chests turn into presents again, so that'd be kind of nice. But probably do that. And then I would have another few months until May. That's when my parents have a wedding anniversary. I'm not going to go into more details about what's happening after that, but basically, everything I'm planning on doing right now, May is the cutoff point, and that's when I have to make some major decisions. And tell me more about that sometime next year. That's not going to be anything to worry about this year. Um, One of the problems that I'm having right now, anyway, hold on a minute. Let me make sure I got my thoughts straight. So I think that fills you in on what's going on. I'll either continue as I've been doing. I'll see Philosophy SMP Season 3 out to the end. If I do quit, I will see Philosophy SMP Season 3 out to the end. Once the Philosophy SMP Season 3 ends, if I did decide to quit, that's when I would stop most, if not all, Minecraft creation. And then if that's what I decided to do. And if I decide to continue, I'm just going to continue as normal. When Philosophy SMP Season 3 ends, I will figure out, hopefully I'll have something figured out by then for you. I don't know what it's going to be yet. If I decide to just move to other games, do the occasional thing that will be Philosophy SMP till it ends, and then I'll be doing the other occasional games and streams some way or another in the interim. And then that would go through until sometime near the end of the year, if not after. Okay? So now we need to talk about something else. I don't like talking about this subject. You're not supposed to focus on this subject. Not specifically this subject, but I mean, the focus is all wrong when you're thinking about this sort of thing in this particular field of content creation. What you're supposed to be doing, to my understanding, is you are supposed to be focused on just enjoying yourself, focused on doing what you enjoy, okay? So if you're Scar, you enjoy your building and you enjoy hanging out with your community, and you enjoy your friends on the server, and that's what Grianne does as well. And a lot of the other people on Hermitcraft are the same way. That's what they enjoy. If you're Mumbo, you might throw in some redstone. Or if you're Logical Geek Boy, you might do some complicated farm tutorials. It just kind of depends on who you are and what you want to do. But you focus on what you enjoy. You don't worry about subscribes. You don't worry about views. You don't give thought to any of that stuff, okay? At least that's my opinion. That's how you're supposed to be operating. If you're focused on subscribes and views, that's going to have a negative impact on your quality of your content and going to be disingenuous. That's why I stopped doing any kind of a view counter. Now, I might be wrong on my whole opinion and thought of all of this, so don't believe that. I mean, don't think that I'm some kind of an authority on this. This is just my interpretation from what I understood or I've come to understand how things are supposed to be. But I don't know if that's really how things need to be or should be, or that's the best way for them to be, or any of that kind of stuff. I have no idea. Okay? So take it with a grain of salt. I don't know. I could be completely and totally off base here. Okay, so I think we've got to start here for a foundation. I want to grab this coal, of course. We'll leave all this stuff here and we'll eventually build in a stairwell. I might level this off on the other side if I can figure out where it is coming at. The reason being is I might decide to expand a house all the way over to here. To this little tip, but I don't know about this hill here. I don't want to clear the whole hill off, but I could do this and get rid of this whole blasted terrain thing, and this would allow for a pretty expansive house. And then maybe I could do the mine. I gotta see what the Y level is, but maybe I could do the mine underneath. We gotta go take a look inside this village and see what we have. We about used up our first chunk of iron, folks. But it made this job a lot quicker than it would have been otherwise. Let's go ahead and use up this wooden pick. I'm sorry, this would be a little bit slower now. All right, yeah, and then we can see where the Y level is down there in that pit if it's safe. And if it's low enough, that would be a great place to start a mine right underneath or near our base. I think I'll leave that overhang. What do you guys think? I'll just leave that overhang like that. I kind of like it. Okay, so let's get down here and see what level we're at in this area. Lots of flowers. I love the flowers. I got the lowest part is right here. Is this a creeper death pit? It probably is. It looks like we've got water underneath. We are at Y60. What the? Oh. We're at Y64, so it's probably not the best spot. And then I see water here, so that's probably not going to be a really great spot for our mine. I will think about it some more, but right now I'm thinking probably not. I'm not going to hold my breath one way or the other on it. I'm just going to say probably not. I'm going to keep this tree here. If we do end up building here, we can garden all over in this area. I've got something interesting over here. So that's really cool. I don't know what kind of weird terrain generation's going on over here, but it's interesting. So now our possible house can be all along here. We'll cut that little bridge out, of course. We won't leave that. Anywhere along this flat area, I can either put it here or I can put it over there. I might nestle it right over there, actually. But I kind of like this area here because I like the sense of height better. It's going to require some pillars or something behind it so that it will hold up everything. I'm not 100% sure. I have to think some more. We're going to wait until morning and then we're going to explore the local village. We'll deposit a couple of stacks of this and my dirt here. Alrighty, we'll grab the last of our food that cooked and our iron and go in here. Okay. Well, folks, I think that covers everything that I felt I really needed to tell you guys. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to sleep on it and think what I want to do next, what the plan is. I don't know right now. We're going to go over and take a look at this village, but I think I've covered all of my bases. If you have any questions about anything I've stated in this video, just leave them in the comments below. One of the things I was talking about before I got distracted was the whole comments and subscriptions thing. So there's one more thing we do need to talk about before I can wrap. So the reason why I was bringing all that up is because I have been looking at my, I'm a YouTuber. I look at my subscription and my view count. And as I said, I have 2 fairly reliable, faithful viewers, and that's it. I have nobody else. That's basically it. I have a couple that show up occasionally. I used to have more when I was doing DBcraft, oddly enough, but the viewership dropped off. So why is that a problem? Why am I bringing this up? Well, let me talk about it here after I grab this iron. Iron? Don't I mean coal? Probably not a good idea, just jump down to the nearest hole, but what are you gonna do? If you're me, you jump down to the nearest hole. Okay. So the reason why I brought that up is I am currently at 146 subscribers. I was at 147. YouTube is doing some funny business where I see a larger number and then it goes down by usually one or two and then it goes back up again later. I don't understand what's going on with that, but I started at about 129 with Philosophy SMP Season 2. So I've only gone up by less than 20 in roughly a year of work. It's almost been a year. We're in October, so I started in January, so we're just a couple of months shy of a year. That is very little acknowledgement, for lack of a better word, for my work and my effort compared to all the work and effort I have put out trying to keep a consistent schedule, trying to put out regular content, the editing. Videos can take 8 hours or more of editing to edit. Sometimes it takes a lot. In fact, I think a lot of the time it takes a lot more than 8 hours. Doing all of this stuff in the hopes that I would gain enough subscribers and views that I could start getting monetized and making a living out of this. So all I can do by looking at those numbers, the only way I can interpret that is that my content isn't good enough. And that's very discouraging to have to wear that burden because I know my content is good. I know I do a good job and I know I make good watchable videos. And I started adding replay mod and that should have seen an incredible boost after doing that, I think. I mean, I'm now one of the top type Minecraft players because I've got all the tools down. But doesn't mean a thing. There's just no audience. And if there's no audience, then there's no point in continuing. So that's the other thing that I'm dealing with right now. It's not worth continuing as a YouTuber and Minecraft content creator if I am not going to be able to make a living at it, and I'm not going to be able to the way things look right now. Looks like we've got a sheep. This is interesting. So I have this village here with this job block ready. Oh. Okay, so the center of the village is in an odd location. Okay, well, we can fix some of this. This is good. I like a little project. I'll work on this off camera. I don't think I'll do it on camera. If you guys want to see this on camera, then let me know. I may not be able to oblige right now, but what I can do is from here on out, I can make sure that any work I'm doing is on camera. But just let me know what you guys want. I mean, I want to provide the audience, such as it is, with what they want to see. But anyway, the point being, there has to be a time when you realize that you are not going to be getting a return on. Now that is nice having that sound. I love the bees. On a return on all of your effort, and I've been putting a lot of effort into everything that I've been doing. And at some point I have to just realize that I'm not going to be able to make this work. I'm not going to be able to make a goal out of it. If because the audience isn't there. If there was an audience there for the content, if I was seeing proper growth and equivalent to the quality of the content that I'm producing, then it would be worth continuing, but the growth isn't there, so it's not worth continuing anymore. I hope I'm explaining that well enough. I'm trying not to do Minecraft and content creation because I want views and subscribers. That isn't what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do stuff that I enjoy, to be authentic and have an enjoyable time and hang out with you guys and share that with you. And I'm hoping that in the process of doing it, or I was hoping in the process of doing that, that I would find an audience and that I could continue doing that. And eventually I could get to a point where, like Grianne, I'd have a car and I could throw a dart at a map and I could go somewhere. But that isn't appear to be going to be happening for me. I have to face reality, and it just looks like right now that's not in the cards for me. And I don't think it ever will be, because if it's not in there now, it's probably never going to be. Just have to face that and be honest with myself and realize that if I was going to succeed at YouTube, I would have done it by now. I mean, I've been at YouTube a lot longer than just, wow, that's interesting, than just the, the few years that I've been doing content creation for Minecraft. I've been at YouTube since way back in 2012, I want to say. And I'd only recently gotten serious about it within the last 2 or 3 years. But still, within 2 or 3 years, if I was doing stuff that was of interest to people, and if my content was of the right quality, or had the right audience, or whatever the terminology is, I'd be seeing a heck of a lot more response, a lot more views, a lot more subscriptions. If I'm not seeing that, then that tells me there's something wrong on my end. It's not you guys. It's something I'm not doing. I'm not providing something that I need to be providing. I don't know what it is, and I don't know how to do it, but that's the only way I can interpret that. I would like to figure it out, though. That much I will say. I would most definitely like to figure out how to make YouTube work for me. How to be the kind of content creator and YouTuber that people would want to watch and have something to do with and hang out with. But right now, no idea how that would be or what to do there. Hey, let's put on our first set of duds. What do you think? I've got my poop armor on. That's what the Let's Play guys called it back in the day. All right, let's see if there's any other houses or mines or anything hidden around here. There might be more stuff underground down there. I've got some villagers up here, so our first project can most certainly be to get a stairwell so they can go down to the lower parts. And then, of course, I can build more housing up here. So this is good. This gives me a project. One of my other strengths, the things that I can do really well in Minecraft, is grinding. Doing pointless busy work. I can spend hours and hours and hours doing that, and it does unwind me. It's not as bad as games like Fortnite. I can't control how other people play, so I get really angry and frustrated pretty quick in Fortnite. So it's not like that, which is good for me. But okay, let's see how far down we can get here without dying. But in Minecraft here, I can actually kind of play on my terms, and it's not so bad. If I die, it's not the end of the world. And I'm likely going to die because I don't have a bed. And it is now nighttime. Guess I should have stayed upstairs, huh? Can I even find my little nook here in the dark, I wonder? I saw an Enderman and I jumped because he just made a big noise and scared the crap out of me. Where, oh, where is my bed? I might have to go hang out in the water for the night. Yeah, this isn't going to end well. I'm indecisive. I don't know where my bed is. See, if I had been smart, I would have put a light up on there. But I wasn't smart. I didn't put a light up, and here we are. I think this is it over here, though. Except I have no torches, so there might be some baddies I'll have to fight up here. I mean, I have a few torches, but I didn't put them up. Yep. Let's get on top of this block because there's going to be some creepers. There they are. Is there any other ones? Just the one for today, it looks like, as far as I can tell anyway. Hello, creeper. Interesting. We've got a big old water-filled shaft there. All right, let's put up some lights. We don't want to have problems again with not knowing where the heck I'm going at night. That's not smart. Not a very professional player. Few lights will guide you right and help you know right where your home is. There we go. That should not be a problem now. Let's get rid of this dirt clump. We'll plop that in here and fill this hole in. Put away some pants and some coal and an eyeball and a bunch of random stuff I've collected here. I got an ink sac. Okay, let's go check this little nook up here. I think I got a few more little things to talk about, but I think we're about done. I think you guys are tired of listening to me, and I think we're all about done here, so. So one of the other metrics that I'm using, and you should never do this, never ever do this, but I have been comparing myself to another YouTuber and content creator. And this individual, and I won't mention who they are, started up their YouTube stuff about the same time I started getting serious, maybe a little after, maybe a little before, but around the roughly the same kind of time. And to give you an idea of why I'm doing this, I'm looking at how they have succeeded. Wow, that is a mess to get up there. I'm looking at how they have succeeded, how well they are doing right now, and they are far, far, far ahead of me in skill levels. I mean, when they started, they were rough. That's the case for everybody. You know, when you start out, you're never the best when you start out. But you know, when they started, they were rough, and but they quickly got better, and they quickly developed a big audience. They've got a good following, and they're successful. Basically, they are succeeding at it, and they have stuff about them and the work they do that compels people to watch them. So, and that is the metric that I use. Wow. Are you allowed to move the village bell, I wonder? Because I'm thinking of moving this. But that is the metric that I am using to compare myself to. I figured Okay, so my content is at least as good a quality as theirs. And it is. Actually, it's a little better quality than theirs in some aspects. And I'm just as devoted and dedicated to doing streaming and regular episodes. In fact, they're not even doing regular episodes right now. They're more devoted to streaming. So I won them out on that, you know, in my mind, in my comparison here that I'm doing. So it would seem to me that I should have equal amount or relatively close to the same amount of success, and I don't. So that's kind of the metrics that I'm using right now. That's kind of where I am. I'm going to remove this idiotic thing that shouldn't even be here and get these villagers out of here. What I'm going to do with the villagers, I'm either going to put them in a boat and shove them off the cliff, or I am... Huh, interesting. Oh, the bell actually came to me. Okay. That worked. Or I am just going to shove them off the cliff, and I don't care if they die, because I don't want anybody up here. This is ridiculous. So we're just going to wrap this up, but then I'm going to reestablish some kind of a village center for them down below. Okay, looks like we've got guys all over the place up here. Yeah, so right now let's add a little lighting. Want to make sure they're as safe as they can be up here. Guy, get your big ugly noggin out of my way. Anyway, I have been watching this fellow YouTuber and realizing that, yeah, I should have had, you know, and I know the fallacy of shoulds. I understand that, but I have somebody drills that in my head all the time. But I know I should have had some kind of similar, if not equivalent, success, and I haven't. And I realize now that I just don't have whatever it is that's needed. That's basically what's going on. There's something I lack that they've got, and other people that have succeeded have. People like Scar and Grianne, I just don't have it. So I have to just acknowledge that and realize, okay, well then I guess maybe this isn't the path for me. One of the things that I have learned, and it's a pretty valuable lesson, so I'll give you this little parting advice as I wrap up here, but one of the things that I have learned is that you don't want to push through with stuff. If things are meant to work out, they're going to work out, but if they don't work out, then they weren't meant to, and trying to force things through, sometimes you have to use will and you have to force a little, but other times you have to realize, you know what, if I was really meant to do this or to have this, then I wouldn't be so much resistance. Sometimes resistance means you got to stop. And sometimes it's a temporary stop and you can resume later, but other times resistance means, you know what, this is not the right path. You have to be sensitive to that. You have to be able to interpret when you're faced with resistance. Is this a stop sign? Or is this telling me that this isn't the right path? And the best way that I could find to kind of tell if I was on the right path or not is by comparing myself to this other YouTuber, which I shouldn't have done. That's not the right way to go about this, but didn't have any other way that I could think of to kind of measure myself and see, you know. Seems like everybody who's gonna succeed at YouTube usually does so within the first few months. Some people do take longer. Some people have taken a lot longer to get established. You know, some people have been years. But this person that I'm talking about, it only took them a few months, and I think that's more common. If you have whatever it is that's needed to make that work. Usually it's just a few months. So, I don't know. I don't have a water bucket, so I don't know how to get these guys off of the wall and into a boat where I could travel with them down this cliff. We'll do a wrap up and then we'll do a little bit of messing around here. I might do replay mod or just film. I wasn't really going to do a lot of editing, but we'll start wrapping up here. I'll try to get these guys out of here. I'll either put on a replay mod video here of me doing that, or I'll just do it, and then end it. I don't know yet, but these are all the things that are going through my mind, the things that I'm dealing with right now. This is where I'm at this moment, and I don't know what's going to happen. So, but yeah, be sure to comment below. Let me know what you guys think, and appreciate you guys watching and everything. Oh, I didn't bring the boat with me. Well, that was smart. Okay, well, that means we gotta make another boat. Okay, so what we can do then is focus on getting some iron, and then we'll come up here and we'll get these villagers down and get them into the main village. Get them out of that little nook. They don't need to be there. So right now I've got to go find my boat and get back home. Can't believe that took a whole day. Man, that was a quick day. And I have to find my boat quickly before the dark gets too settled in. Wow, I cannot find my boat. There's my hill that I need to get to. There's my boat. I need to make a couple more boats and get some iron and get a bucket. I think we'll just wrap it here and I'll focus on the villagers off camera. I think that's the best bet right now. Baby zombie. I was thinking, okay, I need to stack a block and get up high. Then I froze up because I realized, wait a minute, I can't stack a block on this without pressing control. Couldn't get my fingers to register. That was frustrating. I almost died to a baby zombie. That would not have been fun. Might have been fun for you guys, I suppose. Okay, we're going to wrap here. All right, folks, I'm going to wrap up here. I don't know if I'm going to search for iron on camera or not. I don't know if we're going to return to this world or not. But I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope I filled you guys in pretty thoroughly and you now have a clear idea of my intentions here at YouTube and at Rumble. What I'm going to be doing or not as a content creator. Hopefully it's very clear. Look for a new game to be streamed this Wednesday. This video should come out Sunday. I'm filming it early Sunday morning before I go to bed. It should come out later today. It should be a one take, no editing. Put out later today so you guys have something to watch. Does that put anything out for a week or two? And I'm still working on another regular video for Philosophy SMP. But on Wednesday, we're not going to be doing hardcore anymore. I lost the world. So that's done, and that was on Mondays or Tuesdays. That won't be happening anymore. So I think it's Tuesday's Philosophy SMP Live, and then Wednesday we'll be playing a new game live, kind of getting into the Halloween spirit. So look for that, and appreciate you guys hanging with me. Appreciate you guys' viewership. you have any thoughts, comments, or feedbacks, please just sure to leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for hanging with me, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.